Hello everyone. In this session, let us understand task computing or task programming. So before that, let us understand what is this distributed computing or systems. Distributed computing is a model in which the components of a software system are shared among multiple computers. Even though the components are spread out across multiple computers, they are run as one system. This is done in order to improve the efficiency and performance. So in order to improve the parallelization, so we either go for thread programming or thread computing or task computing. So what is this task computing? A task is a program which might require input files and produce output files as a result of execution. So or else we can say application itself is a collection of a task. Task computing provides distributed computation of several computing nodes. Organizing an application in terms of task is one of the common practice for developing parallel and distributed computing applications. A task identifies one or more operations that produce uh, distinct output, and that can be isolated as a single logical unit. A task, usually it is represented as a unit of code, a distinct unit of code, or else a program that can be separated and executed in a remote runtime environment. The programs are most common options for representing tasks, especially in the field of scientific computing, which has a distributed computing for its computational needs. Multi-threaded programming is mainly concerned with providing a support for parallelism within a single machine. Task computing provides distribution by harnessing the compute power of several computing nodes. Therefore, the presence of distributed infrastructure is very much required in this model. Historically, the infrastructures that have been used to execute the tasks are clusters, supercomputers, and even computing grids. But now clouds have been emerged as attractive solution to obtain huge computing power as on demand. In order to achieve it, a suitable middleware is needed. So therefore, we have this particular concept here. Task computing is needed for that. The middleware is a software layer that enables, even Aneka is a middleware. A middleware itself is a software layer which enables the coordinated use of multiple resources which are drawn from a data center or geometrically distributed networked computers. A user submits the collection of tasks to process points of this middleware, which will take care of scheduling and monitoring the execution of tasks. And Aneka is acting like a middleware in order to manage the tasks submitted by the user or developer. So how different the tasks from threads? So if you take a program which is under execution is also called as a process. So here we have three processes: process 1, process 2, and process 3. And under process 1, the process 1 can have any number of threads. Here we have three threads: thread 1, which is thread 1 for it is UI thread, thread 2 for it is worker thread for saving the images, say a thread 3 it is again a worker thread for changing the fonts. Say each worker thread is used for a specific task. And when it comes to process 2, we have two more threads, thread 4 and thread 5. But in case of process 3, we don't have threads. Instead, we have task 1, task 2, task 3. So all these tasks runs on a thread pool, which should not be used for a long running process, and it does not create its own operating system thread, and it provides much more powerful API and avoids wasting operating system threads. And therefore we go for task computing in most of the applications on a distributed applications. So we have three different categories of task computing. So the first one is high performance computing, or HPC. High performance computing is the use of distributed computing facilities for solving problems that need large computing power. Wherever it requires high computing powers, we go for HPC. Usually we have seen that supercomputers and clusters are designed to support HPC applications that are developed to solve challenging problems in science and engineering. In the general profile of HPC application is that by large collection of compute intensive tasks which need to be processed in a shortest period of time. Okay, and it is common to have parallel and tightly coupled tasks which require low latency interconnection network to minimize the data exchange time. The metrics to evaluate HPC systems are FLOPS. That is, now we call it as teraflops or even petaflops, which identify the number of floating points operations per second that a computer system can perform. We have second category of this computing as high throughput computing, HTC. HTC use the use of distributed computing facilities for application requiring large computing power over a long period of time. HTC system needs to be robust and reliably operate over a long time scale. Traditionally, computing grids composed of heterogeneous resources like cluster, workstations, and desktop machines. These have been used to support HTC. The general profile of HTC application is that they are made up of a large number of tasks whose execution can last for a considerable amount of time. Even sometimes it is weeks or months. Okay. Next, we have a third category as many task computing, MTC. Actually, many tasks computing model started receiving attention in recent years, and it covers wide variety of applications. Actually, it bridges the gap between HPC and HTC. MTC is very similar to HTC, but it concentrates on the use of many computing resources over a short period of time to accomplish many computational tasks. In brief, we can say MTC denotes high performance computation uh, uh, comprising multiple distinct activities coupled with file system operations. Let us understand the frameworks for task computing. So as we have already discussed, whenever the developer submits the application in terms of tasks to the middleware, so each task will be allotted or assigned to a node in the middleware. And these middleware are integrated with maybe a desk computer or remote environment, or computing nodes. So in order to support this task computing, we have several softwares, and here we have listed a few softwares uh, that are nothing but the technologies that we can use in order to support tasks based computing. The first one is Condor. Uh, Condor is a widely used and long-lived middleware for managing clusters, idle workstations, and even collection of clusters. We have something called as Condor G, which is a version of Condor supporting the integration with the grid computing resources such as those managed by Globus. We'll discuss about Globus in the later stages. Condor supports common features of batch queuing system, along with the capability of checkpointing of jobs and management of overloads, having appropriate runtime environment. It can handle both serial and parallel jobs on a wide variety of resources. So we have one more technology called SunGrid Engine, SGE, which is now even called as Oracle Grid Engine. It is a middleware for workload and distributed resource management. Initially developed to support the execution of jobs on clusters, SGE actually integrated additional capabilities and now is able to manage heterogeneous resources along with homogeneous resources, and constitutes a middleware for grid computing. Then we have Globus Toolkit. The Globus Toolkit is again a collection of technologies enabling grid computing. It provides a comprehensive set of tools for sharing computing powers, database, and other services across the institutional and geographical boundaries without sacrificing local structure. The toolkit features software services, libraries, and tools for resource monitoring, even discovery and management, and also security and file management. Even Global Toolkit addresses core issues of grid computing. Next, we have that is a Nimrod G. It is a tool for automated modeling and execution of parameter sweep applications over global computational grids. It provides simple declarative parametric modeling language for expressing parametric experiments. A domain experts can easily create a plan for a parametric experiment and use the Nimrod system to deploy jobs on distributed resources for execution. It has been used for a very wide range of application over the years, ranging from quantum chemistry to policy and environmental impact. We have one more category of technology which is called as BOINC, that is Berkeley Open Infrastructure for Network Computing. BOINC is a framework for volunteer and grid computing. It allows turning desktop machines into volunteer computing nodes that are used to run jobs when such machine becomes inactive. BOINC is composed by two main components. The one is the BOINC server and second is BOINC client. The first one is a central node keeping track of all the available resources and scheduling the jobs, while the second one is the software component that is deployed on desktop machines that creates BOINC execution environment for job submission.